Right, so that print's done. Let's take a look at it. So again, no problems on the Wham Bam system. Just came straight out. Again, perfect quality. Right, so let's go and see what else we've got to do. Okay, so we did the V-tail. I think we've done all the other bits. Yeah, pretty certain there's not much more to do on the V-tail side of things. So what we'll do now is move across to the ailerons, as they're going to be in the same color. And we'll start with that part. Now, this is tricky. And the main thing to get this to print out right is to use slicing tolerance middle. And it'll become clear when you see what happens down here on the control horn. At least that's what I've found. Top layers are going to be none because it's going to have a recess. You can see here where, yeah, pretty certain. Yeah, this one dovetails with the other piece. We'll go and bring up two pieces and we'll find out before we commit to choosing how many top layers. So that was the aileron part one left. Let's go for part two then. Left, and just double check how that one looks. Yeah, so there is a dovetail, and we have to be mindful of that. And then I think, let me just make sure I'm looking this okay. That's part two. There is a part three left as well. Just see, yeah, okay, so we can see the way this works is this piece here, which has quite a thin control horn, will need some bottom layers because it's going to join to this piece. And then this piece will not need a bottom layer, but it will need a brim. And it's going to slot onto this piece, which you can add a top layer to or not. It doesn't really matter as long as it's got the dovetail. The walls themselves will sort of slot on top of this. So that's what you have to do to get those to work. Again, I like to print one at a time. You want to do three at a time once you get dialed in. That's fine. It's just that because I'm making sure this wham bam doesn't get out of kilter, especially if it's moving back and forth, because I think my material's getting a little bit long in the tooth. So I am going to put a top layer on there. Or yeah, I'm going to put a top layer on there. So I'll go for two top layers, and bottom layers I'll leave as 8. The top layers will reflect on there, but will also reflect down there in terms of where it's applied. Let's go and slice it. Let's preview it. Okay, so I've got my two top layers there. It's looking good. Got a bottom layer down there. I can see also, okay, I'm really interested in is, let's just go to preview. Let's move this up a bit, roll it over a bit, move up a bit more, zoom in. It's this layer here. You see, it's quite thin. But when you're using middle slicing tolerance, it does actually put 3 layers in. Otherwise, you could end up with 2 or even 1. So middle slicing tolerance does have an impact, and also on this shoulder here. So we'll come all the way down, make sure it's got plenty of bottom layers and that there's no missing elements down here, that it's smooth and it looks like similar to what you're looking for. Does it look very similar to the shape and size of the STL effectively? Yeah, that looks good. So we'll go for that. All right, catch you later.